Good morning. Welcome to Market Mashup, our weekly recap of financial markets and what we have in store this week that might impact stocks and bonds. I'm Scott Nasca, president of Generation Capital Management. Another good week for stocks. Last week, the Dow Jones was up 2%. The S&P 500 was up 1.8%, and the NASDAQ was up 2% as well. For the month of May, NASDAQ led all indices in the U.S. with a strong showing, once again, leading a trend through the first 5 months of 2023 as investors are pouring more dollars into the higher growth and technology sectors. So we have seen that play out again in May, and we'll look to see if that trend will continue through the month of June. For the bond markets, I'd like to just mention again the spreads between the 2 and 10 year. The 2 years at 4.55%, the 10 years at 3.74%. We have an 81 basis point inversion. It's a story that we've been talking about for many months now, is the inversion in the bond curve, or in the yield curve, where the short end and the bond market has higher yields than the longer end. Once again, this normally does not happen in upward moving economic times. It tends to show a recession coming down, or at least an economic slowdown. So pay attention to that. The Fed still continues to move interest rates higher, as we're seeing in the shorter end of the market, while the longer end still tends to be focusing on higher inflation that's out there. So that's why we're seeing the inversion. So pay attention to that, because it's still an important piece of the puzzle in terms of where we go with stocks and bonds. We do have some data points coming out this week. We have the ISM service PMI data that's coming out on Monday. We have consumer credit on Wednesday and jobless claims on Thursday. Next week, we have the Federal Reserve meets again for their interest rate policy decisions. Not sure right now if we're going to see a 25 basis point increase or a pause. There has been some comments from some of the Fed speakers, the governors in the last week or two, talking about maybe holding off for June, reevaluating the data that's coming out. If they have to, they'll raise again the following meeting. But you want to pay attention to that, because we are seeing some mixed messages with that. No Fed governor speaks this week because they're in the blackout period now as they get ready for the meeting coming up next week. Take a look at it. Please reach out to us. Take a look at our website, www.gencapmgt.com. We have a lot of good articles out there. Check out John's top tips for financial planning advice. Please take a look at our, how we manage money. If you have any questions, be glad to give you a second opinion on your portfolios, just to make sure that they're allocated the ways to meet your goals and objectives and your overall risk tolerance. So please give us a call. Our team's ready to answer any questions that you might have. Once again, my name is Scott Nasca, president of Generation Capital Management, and this is Market Mashup. Have a great week, everyone.